guys, welcome back to Trend Space. Today I just want to show you guys how I fix my skate shoes. There's a lot of different ways to fix your shoes, but this is just how I do it, and I just wanted to show you guys what I do. This isn't anything that I like invented or anything, but this is just how I prefer to do it, and I'll give you my reasons why. And then for those of you that are new to skating, your shoes get very damaged, so that's why it's important to have a pair of shoes that you don't really care about when you're skateboarding, because they will get destroyed. I literally have, this is like my fifth pair of cons, I think, and they all get destroyed except for my left one. If anyone wants to trade for the left con and then you give me like a right con, like I would love to do that. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how I do this. First, let me show you the damage we're working with right now. So these shoes are actually still fairly new. I've only had them for like a month and a half, I think, but I do kickflips so like back to back, like trying to get them and land them, that it wears down so fast for me. They're so kickflips are so 50-50 for me. Like when I land them, they're great, but when I can't, it's just like it takes forever, and I'm just like attempt after attempt after attempt. The cost of that is my shoe gets worn down, even though I've only had them for like a short amount of time. But it's normal. It's normal for your shoes to get worn down. So yeah, let me show you what I'm working with right now. Okay, so this is my shoe right now. I'm gonna step to the side. So as you can see, it's, you know, you can see where I'm flicking. You can see that like my shoelace is ripped already, and I've already like retied the knot. And this is actually not as bad as it could be, but I just want to fix it now because I don't want these seams to completely rip. As you can see, these threads right here are already ripped. Wow, great. It's like, here's this one. As you can see, this one is way worse than the one I have now, but yeah, they can get pretty bad. Like it's not fun. And here is another pair, and this is how we're gonna use this same method, and it really made these ones last a really long time. We're gonna go ahead and fix some shoes. So when people are fixing their shoes, they either use, from my experience, they use shoe glue or duct tape, or what I like to use is a hot glue gun. I have a lot of craft stuff, so I was like, this makes sense in my mind, like this makes sense. I've used shoe glue in the past, and you can use shoe glue, but the thing is, it takes a while to dry, and usually I don't have time to wait for my shoe to dry. So I've gone out before with shoe glue on my shoes, and it wasn't dry all the way I thought it was, and I've done a kickflip, and then it just like smeared all over my grip tape, and like you don't want that, because don't want that. Yeah, and I've used duct tape before, and it just looks, I mean, it looks dumb. Like, I don't want to walk around with duct tape on my shoe. If you do that, no offense, but I just personally did not feel like it looked good, and it also felt like it really didn't work good. The adhesive from the duct tape will eventually get onto your grip, which is the same situation as the shoe glue. You don't want that. So I like to use hot glue because it dries really fast. It's really easy to apply with precision, and I just prefer it. I mean, it's quick, that's the main reason, and it's durable, and once it's dry, it's literally like rubber. So I'm gonna show you guys how I do that, and obviously for this you're going to need a hot glue gun, then you're also going to need some hot glue gun sticks. So let's get started. Okay, let me clear off this little station here. This is for crafts, just so you know. I don't have a blender in my room for like no reason. Not that you guys thought that, but well, maybe you did. I've got my 2 glue sticks here. You only need a few. And then I've got my handy dandy hot glue gun. So yeah, go ahead and plug this in, and then while it's heating up, I'm gonna get everything ready. Alright, so all I do is just kind of try to rebuild the original shape and then like reinforce this a little bit. So I'm going to grab my gun. There's a little bit of glue in here, and I'm just going to try my best to fill in this spot. So it's hard to do it while I'm filming. Just want to make sure you guys can see. The best part about the hot glue gun is you can actually like spread it around easier. some more ammo. And like as you're going, it's gonna be drying, so it's even better. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, your shoe's already messed up. I'm sure this doesn't matter. And then on the edges, I try to make sure it's like really flat, so that way nothing can get like peeled up. So I use the tip to kind of like flatten it all down a little bit, or like, you know, kind of like blend it. This is so awkward to film. Okay. Boom. Your shoe is basically done. There you go. So obviously you need to give it a few minutes to dry, but it dries way faster than shoe glue, trust me. And there you go. And then you can keep on doing this as needed. So you don't even have to do this once if you're like really in a crunch and you need to, you know, keep on fixing your shoes up until you can get a new pair. This is like my favorite way. I think it's the quickest way to do it. If this was shoe glue, I would have to let this sit for a few hours probably, depending on how much you glob on there. I feel like this is good. So I'm gonna let this dry. It's basically dry already, but let it dry for a little bit more, and then I'm gonna go skate. Alright, so here's my shoe. It's all hot glue gunned up. It's done with its surgery, and that's really it. It probably will only take like 10 minutes to fully dry. It's perfect. Like, this is like the best way to me. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Before I leave, as always, I'm gonna plug in some of my stuff. Please be sure to check out my website. It's www.trendspace.co, and on that site you can check out my shop called Space Junk, and there I sell a bunch of my crafts and creations, so please be sure to check that out and order something if you'd like, and also follow me on social media, which will be in the description, but it's also here on the screen. As always, thank you all for supporting and watching and commenting, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!